Hey everybody, this is your boy Dj7 4Life, and we're coming at you with another video. Now, should I dare to go out this late at night? Now, I want to tell you, earlier we had a power outage. It lasted for about 20 minutes actually, and the whole city went out. All city lost their power. I mean, it was very, very weird indeed. As I'm gonna try to set this camera up, and I don't know how good it'll do if we decide to take a trip. Should we take a trip? How about we take a trip? So, we're going to get out a little bit tonight, and we're going to see what's going on. Now, I know what you're going to say about your boy. We shouldn't be getting out. Curfew. All these unbelievable things. But, you know something? We're going to see what's going on, okay? Like I said, we had that weird power outage tonight. Man, it went on for about, I don't know, 20 minutes. Just the whole town went black, man. It was really weird indeed. But we're out tonight. Hey, this is your boy. We got to get out sometimes, and it's not always the daytime that gets it done. But what we're doing here tonight is I can see pretty good on the road through the camera. So we're going to see what is going on close to town, okay? Now, supposedly, you're not supposed to be out this time of night unless it's a emergency of some type. So, I'm going to find out what's going to happen. And, hey, I'm not doing anything wrong, to be honest with you. I'm just out taking a little road trip. Nothing big. Nothing serious. We're just out here, see what's going on. How about it? Y'all with me tonight? Because this is your boy. This is one of those things, there a lot of people won't do this for you. But I'm going to do it. We're going to see what's going on. Alright? About it. And I'm getting a pretty good camera vision out of this thing. As you see, as we're getting down into parts of the little town, we ain't got into what you say town at all yet, but your boy is going to bring it to you. Will we be pulled over? That could be interesting. What would they do to your boy if we get pulled over? And if we happen to get pulled over, I'm going to leave my camera going if I can to let you see and hear what happens, because I'm trying to let you know what goes on in our city. And our city of late have not been pressing down a lot of the rules. I mean, it still has to a certain point, but you go to the doctors and everything, it's pretty normally regular now. And I don't know of anybody that's been sick at all. I only hear reports, but I think it's good that I haven't seen sick. I've got friends that haven't seen sick, but we've been blessed. We've been blessed where we haven't had these sicknesses. And we just gotta say, God, we appreciate you, and and we want to thank you for keeping us safe. Now, as we're getting out into town, as you can see, it's not a big place where I live. Okay, hey, look at that. We got a kitty cat going across the road. What do you think about that? I don't know if we got a glimpse of that, but we seen a kitty cat run across the road. So, we're getting out here. We're starting to get out into more of the public part of town. I just want to see if there was any implications of what caused that power outage earlier tonight. And like I said, it was this whole town was black, people. Whole town was black. Dark. No lights, no nothing. No backups, no nothing. But it was like it for only about 20 minutes. Now, what in the world could have caused that serious of a black? You know, the last time I was in a blackout like that was every bit, oh my God, 10, 15 years ago. We was blacked out for 2 or 3 days. And even the police had to walk the streets, you know, to try to keep from burglaries and all that. So, you know, that's what's so dangerous when all your power goes out like that. You have to face extra precautions because of burglaries, different things like that. But like I said, we're just out to see what we can see. As you see, we're in town now, man. We're in a big part of town, and there's something up ahead, which I wasn't going to go that way, but I might do it because this is interesting. Didn't notice this before. Maybe it's just work they was doing. I have no clue. I was going to go to the right because we can go right on red. But we'll go see what's going on, okay? And I just want you to see where I'm at, okay? I want you to see what I'm seeing right now. Now, you know, we got something here where they have put up, which is an extra do not enter sign, which we're not going to enter that way anyway. So that was a bust, wasn't nothing to it. So let's go on down. Can you see these are old buildings? A lot of them could still be used, but you know, everybody wants so much rent that you can't, nobody wants to rent the buildings. And what I don't understand is the people that own these buildings, one of these days they're going to get old and die, and a lot of them are already old. But yet, just because somebody won't give them a certain amount to rent the building, they won't do it. So, go figure that. We've got a big building down here, down at our mall. Now, it is where our biggest grocery stores are at and everything. And this mall, this store shut down, went out of business, and you know what the bad thing is? We had a chance to get a business in, but guess what? The owner didn't want to come down on the price. So, it's an empty building. Great old big building, big empty building with the lights on, power on in the building, but yet they won't work it out so we can have ourselves another big shopping center. But it's like I said, a lot of people say, DJ, you're crazy, man. You know, you're going to get yourself in trouble. Hey, I'm not trying to get in trouble. I'm just out to let you see about how the places that I'm at. Now look at this. Now we got a good little gas store there. But with everything going on, I mean, most of these places, there's a pawn shop that won't even open up. I don't know what they think they're going to do with all their goods if they don't quit being babies and open their shop up. we've got other shops that isn't worried. You know, we all have a choice to make. And I'm not telling anybody to go out there and be crazy, but I'm just telling you, you know, just like for me, you know, I'm not around nobody. I'm not causing no trouble, so why should I have to get in trouble because I wanted to take a little trip? I'm not planning on stopping anywhere, okay? Unless something cool is happening. Other than that, your boy does got no plans to get in no trouble. We're just going out to see what happens when, because I know they crack down on a lot of people, and unless you're going to or from work, a lot of times they will stop you and make you go back home. They could fine you. There's a lot of things they could do, but the thing about it is they shouldn't do it. You know, the police are not above us, but they will abuse their authority. And I think a lot of people, you know it. Hey, look, we got a pub down here. It hasn't been opened, and you know about this pub right here is the only place that you can get out and drink. It's the only bar we've got. Every bar that we've had is shut down, been shut down for a few years now. This place still hasn't opened. So, and I'm not a bar scene kind of guy anyway, so that really does not make me, I don't care about it. I don't. But places right here, Pizza Hut, used to be on the days, you know, this time in the morning, they'd be open, but not now. We got a lot of places. You see, look at this. You got all across this bridge, and I don't know how much you can see where they've got the American flags put up, and you know, they put up the American flags, but yet they don't follow the Constitution. Not your government officials, not your police, are not, really are not doing the things they should do. Now, over to the left, which I won't be able to, I was going to go up there maybe, but I don't think I'll take that chance. Now, we've got we got a dam over here, and it's old. It's been through a lot of punishment over the last 50, 60 years. And, you know, a lot of people go fishing there at night, but they're going to do some work. They're going to be doing work that's going to cost billions of dollars. Because they say, according to what satellite shows, that it is moved, that it is kind of moved, and they need to make repairs. Now, I don't know how they're going to do it. They said they got to reroute the water system so they can work on it. They got to fill the lake. They've got to then drain the lake, and this is going to hurt our fishing areas in our rivers, because, you know, that dam, it's pretty much everything to us. And since they have started working on it over the years, you know, when you take your boats out on the water now, you can't get to a lot of places you used to be able to go to fish, good places, and can't go there no more, because working on the dam, they said it's very important. But, you know, we, over here, where I'm at, man, we have had the rain, dudes. We have had nothing but rain, days in and days out. And, you know, a lot of places, there's another cat. But anyway, a lot of places, like in Michigan, I believe it was, they had like 2 dams to break. So, you know, I've heard a lot of things about maybe this dam could break, which would take out a lot of our city, especially the lower parts. But when it comes to everything, and we go down and we look for everything, the thing is this, is that we have to know our limits. We got to know when to move on something, okay? And so far, I haven't seen diddly squat as far as being interesting. We've had a couple cats, and you know, this is what I see on a daily basis. And we're getting ready to go into the heart of the town, and we're gonna see what happens. This is where I'm worried about, is in the heart of town, to see what they're going to do. So far, I haven't met any police, but you know, like I said, we'll have to see what they do. And but I have it here on camera every bit since I've left, came here. I have done nothing wrong, so this is my proof if anything is trying to be put on me that I didn't do. So, but you know something, the times we're living in, man, you better be strapped all the time. You know, being a friend here on YouTube, we talking about being strapped, because it gets crazy, man. And when that power outage happened, a complete blackout, man, you talking about getting strapped up quick, at home or not. You know, I got strapped up, man, because I don't know what was going to happen when the whole town's black. How long, you know, because they was saying it was going to probably last about 4.5 hours before they get it fixed, and the next thing I know, it's back on. It said it would give me information on what caused it, but it never did. I went on about everywhere I knew to go to and could got no information on what happened. But like I said, it's just interesting. That's the only reason I'm out, is to see if there's anything, as we're coming up to a stoplight here. You know, the way it is, you got to be careful. You got to be on the lookout, what's going on around you. Like I said, I probably shouldn't even be done this. We see a car down the road. This could be trouble. I hope not, but we could be in trouble. But let's see. Just pray for you, boy. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Thank God that wasn't the law. Whew, man. They sit there for a long time. Kind of figured it was, maybe. So far, I've even went by both the police stations and haven't seen a daggone thing. You know, with our curfew supposed to being around 8 o'clock here on the East Coast, we still have people that walk after 8 o'clock and do things. So, you know, I think we did pretty good, but we have a lot of stores that's still mandating. They're having these plastic windows around the entire where you check out. It's just ridiculous. I started to make a joke to one of the young ladies that was working at the one of the Family Dollars, and I didn't do it, and I'm glad I didn't do it. But she sneezed, and she sneezed a couple times, and I was about to go up to her and say, "Now, what's your name?" and everything like that. I'm going to have to report you. I wouldn't have done that at all, but it would have been a cruel joke, wouldn't it? Give me a comment if you think it would have been a cruel joke to do to that young lady, to tell her I'm going to report her. She might have this COVID because I heard her sneeze. Hey, Oh, whoa, 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 man. People out there on that street corner. Man, I wish I could stop and see what was going on, man. Man. You know, that's what happens when you take your eye off the ball. You lose the prize. Okay? But anyway, I want you to leave your comments. Let me know, should I have done that joke on that young lady? Or would that just have been cruel and mean? I want to hear it from your comments. I got only 29 subscribers. Dear Lord have mercy. 29 of you can't give me a comment. At least 10 of you. Alright? Alright, now I'm going to go 7 of you. I want to hear 7 comments. Let me know if I would have been doing wrong by tricking on, joking with that young lady. Okay? Well, there was 2 young ladies that was working, so it's like I said, they wasn't wearing masks. So, and like I said, we've got people here, especially some of the older people. Hey, man, they'll report you in if they hear you do a simple cough or a sneeze or anything, and there's nothing wrong with you. I mean, people got allergies. But, I'm blessed. I've been blessed to not been, and this is the crazy thing. This COVID wasn't supposed to have, been in the United States, but till, I don't know when they first reported it, March maybe. But, now we're hearing things that it could have been here in November of last year. So, I want to tell you a little story. Back in November, around that time, I woke up one morning and my voice was just gone. I mean, wasn't sore, didn't have a cough. My voice was just gone. And I said, what in the world? I said, I've never had this happen before. So, as we went on to the next day, I started getting a fever. I started getting sick. I mean, I wasn't, I just didn't feel good. And I had never felt anything like that before. And when that had taken place, shortly after, I began to, I got that I had that in my chest, I had the flame. I didn't have a hard time breathing. I just, I didn't want to say cough a lot, but, I just had all this flame that was in my chest, and I just, and I had a lot of a lot of members in the family that got that too. I wasn't around them, and they got it. Had the same things as I had, and they said they never felt anything like that before. And, and I got to thinking, and I said, man, I was kind of like that. And I said, it's kind of weird because I'd never felt anything like it before. And then after a week, felt perfectly fine, normal as could be, like nothing ever was wrong with me. And about a week later, I woke up in the morning and voice gone again. No sore throat, no anything. I'd started to get a little fever. Again, I did not feel good. I didn't have trouble breathing or anything like that. I just did not feel good. And I said to myself, I never felt like this before. And, oh boy, let's just hope this isn't trouble. Oh boy. We're good. Anyway, as I go on, and I felt terrible again. And, same thing happened to my family members. Not the ones, that live with me. Not anybody, like that. I'm just talking about not just family members, but other people too. And there was a lot of people going to the doctors. They was, quite a bit of people sick. And guess what happens? After 2 or 3 days, I got completely normal. Voice came back. And I haven't been sick since November. Never a cold. Not anything. Not a sore throat. And so now, as I get to looking back, did we have the COVID-19 at one time? And nobody knew it? And if this is true, the oddest thing about it is like I said, I haven't been sick at all since then. Now, that's from November. Now, what are we in now? May? Never got sick, not at all. And I think that if that's what it was, I think that when you get past it, I think you become immune. I do. Because, when I watched where people said they had it, the symptoms was exactly the same. And, and again, it couldn't have been, but I'm just telling you, I haven't been sick since. And I give God the praise for that. I give him, he's blessed me. And but I want to hear in the comments too, not only about that joke, but I want you to give me comments to let me know, do you think that I possibly could have COVID? Could have had it, back in November of last year. And now I haven't been sick since. And I want to know what your thoughts are on this. Because when I got feeling better, the other family members, they got it a little later than I did. But after they came out of it, did you know none of them have been sick since? And we got to talking about it, and we got thinking maybe it's what we had. Because we all, had it about the same time, but we all got over it and haven't been sick since. I mean, I want to hear your thoughts on this thing, that could I have had COVID in November. But all I know is what it was. All thing I knew is I never felt like it before. But God has blessed me. You see me take this trip tonight, and I didn't get in trouble yet unless I get reported in and somehow they come to the home. That's always possible too. But I have it all on camera. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't break any law. And yeah, that was, I believe that was the police there that went on by. But we're good. Your boy, we're good. And, but I want to hear you like, share, subscribe. But I do want to know, do you think back in November of last year that we could have had the COVID? Because we had the exact same symptoms, everything like that, but yet, ever since we got better, back in November, haven't been not as much as a snipple sick. And that's how God is blessed. And, and if that's what it was, I think that once you totally come out of it, you will be immune. And my uncle, he's 80s. He's in his 80s, and he's a healthy 80. I think he's 83. He had the exact same thing I had. He was going through it just as rough as I did. And he came out of it. He hasn't been sick since. Now, I don't believe in coincidences. I just believe in fact. And I don't have the facts. I don't have the proof to back that up. But if it was true, I got to give God the honor, the praise, and the glory, because He brought us out, and He brought me out of it. So whatever this thing is or was, I think it's a very good thing that they're trying to open up things more. We got a lot of governors, and your Democrats, man, I call them Democrats. They ain't nothing but a bunch of demons. That Nazi Pelosi, that's what we need to call her, is Nazi Pelosi. And these people, God, you look at them, man, something ain't right. But I'm not their judge. But all I know is I wouldn't vote to get him in. And so, we're going to try to end this stream. But I'm asking you, could I have had the COVID back in November last year? Because I have been, God has blessed me to not been sick afterwards. And like I said, it was something I had never felt. When I lost my voice, it didn't make no sense because my chest didn't hurt, my throat didn't hurt, but it was just gone. And I had the next day, I woke up with a small fever. I didn't have, I didn't really want to feel like eating. There were certain things, losing the taste and smell of food. And, there was a lot of things that, kind of matches up what people said. But, I think it's all down. It's a virus, so a virus is a virus. So, anyway, I just think that a lot of things are hidden behind closed doors. They want to scare you to death. Look, I'm not telling you what to do, but you can't be afraid your whole life. People are getting on there and they're saying, well, if we're going to do our civic duty and we're really going to be doing the right thing, we'll stay home and watch Netflix. I want to tell you something. There are some people that can't do that. Not talking about the ones at work. I'm talking about ones that has clinical depression. That this thing is called thousands and thousands of suicides. Now, they're not reporting that, but they are. And I'm going to try to end this stream, but I'm going to just get this in there real quick. Now, I don't know, about a county away, we had a man that jumped off the River Gorge Bridge, and committed suicide. Now, some people can't handle, because you got to have sunlight. And I want you to look at the news now. Now, you got Dr. Fauci. He said we need to wear masks, we need to do blah, 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 blah. You've heard it over and over again. Now, he's changing he's saying something totally different. They're telling me now that you can't catch it by touch. Now he's saying that we need to get our government open. That we need to get out of our homes without the masks for our health. But I thought it was that we're supposed to stay home for our health. So, Dr. Fauci, whether you work for our government or you work for Bill Gates, and why isn't Bill Gates in prison? I have no clue. With the war crimes that he has committed, the atrocities that he's did in other countries. But anyway, whatever you think about what I was talking about earlier about the COVID and little things, just put some comments down. At least 7 people give me some comments. And again, here in West Virginia, this is your boy, Dj7 4Life, took you on a ride. And we are out of here.